Hello, everyone. This is the Abundance Oracle here. I wrote down some notes for myself because I wanted to talk about some thoughts I had last night. And I have to have my glasses on because I'm getting older, and that's pertinent in the conversation. Please like, subscribe, especially subscribe because I have a target by the end of the year for a goal. And if you help me, hopefully I can help you. I guess if I'm not helping you in the way to think about things, you'll leave, so it's okay. All right, so let me just see here. There, you can still see me talking to you while I read at the same time. So this is about participating in your children's, grandchildren's life when they aren't even born yet, because as you know, my daughter's getting married now. My grandchildren are not born yet. But as we age and we have a bit more time and resources, us 60s or some of us in our 70s years old, we seem to need less and less. We've got our situations worked out. We've sort of settled into a groove after a lifetime of working. At this phase of life, we have the knowledge that is still current and prevalent. Everyone is talking about gold and silver. When you can buy an ounce for about $75 of silver and $5,000 for gold, you can impact your grandchildren by making memory boxes or birthday boxes, first car boxes, college boxes. So what that is, and I've discussed this in the past, is you can buy things that will have lasting value for them to maybe get their first car. And you can make little boxes, whatever you want to use for your boxes. Make it something charming and cute to put your dollar bills, your notes to them. At this phase in life that you're in, write what you think is going to be prevalent for them. Maybe you have a favorite recipe of their mom's or dad's. You might be able to enclose that. Or I've enclosed pictures already in my first box of when my daughter and her fiance were dating and just out of college. And we have pictures of that and a little bit of information of her as a cheerleader. And so I've got some good stuff I'm slowly passing down, and it gets lost, these memories, if they're not communicated. So look back. What pictures do you have? What can you pass on to your grandkids of information that they might say, oh, wow, I didn't know that, Mom, you did this. I didn't know that, Dad, you did this. Oh, this was at your engagement party. Oh, my gosh, Mom, you were so young then, right? So it's just a fun thing that you can create for them. And if you put an ounce of silver or gold in there, and they open it up in the future, who knows, 20 years from now, it's going to be worth more. I wouldn't necessarily, some of my older boxes I made, I used change and dollar bills and things. Now, I don't know how prevalent and how worthwhile those dollar bills are going to be. So I've switched to hard assets, and that's silver and gold. So if you put in, you can get a 10-ounce bar of silver, that's, $800. Well, let's say you had someone, I'm just thinking of myself, someone that got that originally at $35 an ounce instead of $75 an ounce. It sort of keeps its value up even over time. So you say, okay, depending upon what the value is going to be, you say, okay, I want to help with your down payment of your first car, or I want to help you snacks, or going out to dinner when you go to college, or maybe college is not a thing by then. Maybe it's trade school, or you're doing something, or who knows, if the prices go up a lot, it may be the down payment on their first home. Well, you sock away in that little box, and you won't notice the crazy, you won't notice it's a big amount of money because you're going to put something in there that you can leave and sit in there for the next 20 years. And you're not going to go crazy. Oh, it went up, it went down. Okay, my grandmother, Crazy Nana, she gifted me with lessons, not a lot of stuff, but lessons. Those lessons were wrapped in adventures to places around where we lived. While we were discovering and exploring, she would talk to us about life lessons she had learned. You know, she gets you in the car and she starts talking to you. Or she takes you flounder fishing and you're leaning over the bridge, flounder fishing, and there she is. Oh, you know what you can learn with this? Captive. You want to make sure your kids or grandkids are captive when you're teaching them the lessons. And you also want to repeat them over and over and over in different manners so they don't say to you, oh gosh, that story again? All right. As I grew older, I also met an extraordinarily honorable man who shared his knowledge with me about business. And that was a big impact on me as well. So we, from time to time, have conversations with my kids. Do you remember how generous such and such was and how he took us to Friendly's? And sometimes we would take, and because we all loved Friendly's hot dogs, and sometimes we would take and he would say, oh, here's $100. You can go to the Walmart next door and buy the kids a treat. So we would go next door, we'd get one little bar of candy, or maybe they needed new shorts or new shirts or whatever, pair of shoes. Back then you could buy a pair of shoes for couple pairs of shoes for $100. But he also helped me and introduced me to some bankers, some real estate people. So, you know, I think he appreciated me as I appreciated his knowledge and his kindness to take the time when I needed to be explained in more detail. And I returned the favor by learning how to do zigzags of mustard on his hot dog or dots of mustard. He always got to pick what he wanted on his hot dog. You know, when you're starting out, you have nothing but kindness and fun. And I sucked up that information so much, it helped me a lot in life. So you're going to do the same things for your grandkids or your kids and put them in boxes or put them in a photo album. Oh my gosh, my friend Kari gets these, she collects her photo albums and she puts them, they turn, I don't know where she sends it. And Kari, if you're watching this, write it below, please, where you get those photographs made into like books. They look phenomenal, phenomenal. So I just thought I'd share that with you. It's an idea. And share the pertinent knowledge, maybe business knowledge, or like Dave, get Dave to talk about computers and things like that. Anyway, this is the Abundance Oracle. You know me, I can talk forever and ever. So I'll try to cut it off now and put it on separate videos. Love you all. I'm having a wonderful time in warm, down here in warm Palm Beach. And I'll let you know how the wedding goes. Maybe I'll let you see me in an actual dress, not in working mode. Okay, love y'all. Bye-bye.